What's up, guys, and welcome to another video of DevTalks with your host Traven, where we talk about everything engineering and technology wise. And in this video, we're actually going to diving into this HVAC employee that's talking about AI taking his job. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let's dive right in.
AI isn't coming for my job. I'm an HVAC technician. No, it is. It is. Nah, you're all screwed. You better get rich quick, because I literally was working on a unit. I had not a damn clue. It was better off speaking Chinese to me. I had no idea what was going on with it. Zero, zip. I couldn't understand it. See these? I took a picture, took a video, explained what was happening. I gave the symptom. Within 35 seconds, it told me exactly what was wrong with the unit and how to fix it. AI is coming for your job, buddy. It is.
Here is where I don't agree with, right? And there's some things that I do actually agree with in this aspect, but I have a family member that does HVAC, actually my brother and whatever, but what he did is exactly how we're supposed to be using AI. You notice the Ray-Ban glasses that they use Meta with? Yeah, those are the Meta egg Ray-Bans. They look nice. I know. This is how we're supposed to be using AI. I saw a video about a doctor, and I'm going to be doing a review video about that eventually on Instagram. I saw it, and I probably should get to that real soon. But basically, the doctor was like, oh, this thing AI helps me find whatever, and it's going to take my job. No. HVAC, in a sense, he's like, oh, just because the AI knows what to do or fix it. And what if it was wrong, mind you? Mind you, AI is not 100% source of truth. Mind you, what if it was wrong? Then he would have did something that was wrong and incorrect at a time. The thing that it did, though, is probably help search for the resolution and the answer for him, so that at a way quicker rate, so that he can get more work done and do it more efficiently. That's how AI is supposed to be used. And you know who this helps? HVAC workers in the industry. If they all use stuff like this, do you want to know why it helps them? They have a shortage for trade workers right now. Nobody wants to be a trade worker. In the comments on Twitter, I don't know how true the statistics are, but apparently, and there's a reason why trade workers get paid well. They do. Anybody tell you they don't, that's a lie. They do get paid well, especially the longer they have experience. When they open their own things, they know exactly what to do. When they can do their own side jobs. Apparently, somebody said that for every 5 that retire, they only replace 2. Only replace 2 of them. It's going to take a while for somebody to develop some type of machine that will basically replace a human that does some type of trade work like this. So what we need to do is put limits to it. We allow AI to affect the job markets and only use it in a way that helps us enhance our work, right? That's where I stand. Where I stand on this whole aspect is, how can we enhance our work with AI so that we can do our jobs quickly, but it doesn't completely replace us? You don't want to go dive into this replacement theory, right? Because then you fully get replaced. You don't want to be fully replaced. That's not what you want to do for the job market. What you want to do is help uphold the deficiencies and what they're struggling on and the supply on. And maybe HVAC workers do get robots that they get to work with. I completely see a world where we work alongside a lot of robotics and AI to help us with our day-to-day jobs. Maybe certain stuff is extremely heavy in HVAC. Maybe you get the robots to do the heavy lifting stuff. You do some of the other stuff. Who knows? Who's going to climb up into the ventilation or whatever, up in the ceilings? How great is AI going to do its job at that? It's going to take a while for them to be a full-fledged HVAC member in society. I'm telling you guys right now, for AI to do something like that, it's going to be tough. For the doctors that are saying, oh, AI is going to replace me, it's going to be tough. It is. And when I do a review video about what the doctor said and everything, well, I'll go more into detail about that position, but it really will take a minute. He should be thanking AI for helping him do his job so that they don't lose business. And I don't know if it's his company or he's just working for this company or whatever the sake is, but this is another learning example of how we can use it and leverage it to be better and do better out there in the world. Because he did get it right, apparently. They gave him the answer and everything real quick. At least he tried to find the answer on his own first, hopefully, because he was like he couldn't figure it out at all. Hopefully he went out and tried to do it himself, which is another learning thing. And then when he needed the help, he used the AI the way it needed to be used, and it all panned out. Look at that. Wow. It all panned out by using it in that way. That's a shocker, yo. That is really a shocker. I've been saying this for months, if not a year or two now, on how we should leverage it, and that's exactly how. It proves another example of what we talk about here and giving ideas on where we should limit this at. And I actually think these people who are just using AI to replace, I see Jensen Hong talk about AI replacing people all the time, and that's another video that I'm going to be getting into later in the week. I'll probably record it, but the thing that he was basically diving into, in a sense, is like, oh, AI can't replace you if you run out of ideas. Only when you run out of ideas, in a sense. But I don't think the CEOs and those execs are thinking it in that way. They're probably thinking of a way of, hey, we can have less employees if we just replace them completely, right? But at the same time, humans, if they don't have anything to do, it makes us look worse, and everybody will look like everybody in Wall-E. I don't know about y'all. I don't want to live in a world like Wall-E. Sorry. I just don't. And I believe that the main focus for where we should be heading on into this world is actually one that you can coexist, and you limit it so that we're able to coexist and make the product better without replacing us, in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but hopefully it does, because that's just kind of where my head is at to an extent. If you want to preserve the human workforce until the human workforce starts going into other jobs that require different knowledge or expertise or anything in that kind of matter at all, we need to basically do that instead, and wait until we're able to make that transition. Kind of like when most people used to be farmers back in the day, and now there's way less farmers because of the tools that they have. Kind of in that way. If that makes sense, let me know in the comments down below. If it not, or you disagree in any type of way, or if you do agree, let me know in the comments down below also. I really appreciate everybody who does, and we build off those conversations further in the videos and the comments. Without further ado, also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I really do appreciate everybody who does all of those. I really do. You guys don't know how much it means to me, especially mainly those people who really comment as well, because we get to build off further conversations in the comments, and either I learn something or somebody else does, or we see there any type of new ideas. So all of those are really appreciated, actually. So I really do want to say thank you. And if you have any recommendations, send me an email at devtalkspod@gmail.com. Without further ado, peace. See y'all next time.